Hello everybody, this is High Lord Tamberlane with another Obscurity in Miniature. Today we're going to venture back to Malifaux because I seem to have inherited somebody's entire Malifaux collection. And I figure, you know what the hey, why not just go through everything, even though I've built, painted, sold, traded, converted quite a few of these models. Maybe somebody out there is vaguely interested. And if they're not, screw them, I'm going to do it anyway, because this is my time and these are my Obscurities in Miniature, so yeah. Anyway, today we're going to look at Killjoy. Now, I used to have the metal Killjoy, and I never had the plastic one, so this is going to be a treat for me. Never built him, and I am absolutely disgusted with his guts spilling out. Not a fan of that. Boo, thumbs down. I've made my feelings known very adamantly and very plainly online about my distaste for distilled, disemboweled bellies, distended bellies. I don't know. I'm trying to get fancy vocabulary. So anyway, the model itself isn't super detailed looking. I mean, you know, I'm going to have some fun painting flabby, cellulite-laden buttocks, but, you know, after painting Mier's genitalia for so long, what's a couple of dead old man butt cheeks? Yeah. So, okay, here we go with our actual constituent parts here. We have the front part and the back part. Now, I want to say Killjoy was one of the early plastic releases. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure about that. So I'm already noticing this is going to be real fun with the chains. I'm guessing that's the face right there. I don't know what it is. We'll figure it out. Okay, that's the top. Mumbling to myself. Yeah, that's the face. You can see his eyes there by my thumb. The feet. And then on the other sprue we have, I want to say these bandages here are for the arms. I want to say this is probably, yep, his lower jaw, his giant meat cleaver. And then we've got 3 teeny tiny bits of chain. Where do they go? I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even see them on there. Well, it's back to the internet for that one. Oh, you know what I'm thinking? Maybe those chains are all the hooks and barbs, all Cenobite style on his face there. Let's see if I can get the box. Yep, I bet you that's what it is, but I see 4. And it looks like, oh, there's the 1, and then there were 3 more on this one. So, okay, I guess that's it. That's going to be fun trying to figure out which is which. Well, in the meantime, you know what? Let's at least put him together, and we'll figure out what the hell we're going to do with these chains later. Sound like a plan? Because that's what I'm going to do one way or the other. All right, well, we did our best, and yeah. Gaze upon my poor gluing job there on his face. Now, obviously, once this glue all dries, I'm going to clean all that up. That's an absolute goddamn mess. That just pisses the crap out of me. And, of course, it's not a Malifaux model without me, you know, swearing up and down and being as pissed off as I possibly can be. So none of those stupid chains I actually wanted to fit anywhere on them. I dry fitted them all. Word of advice, don't glue the cleaver on until you've actually figured out where all those go. So, I mean, I just had the 2 halves of the body glued together, and I sat there for a good 10-15 minutes just screwing around trying to get these stupid chains in. Finally, I said, screw it. Snipped off the key part or whatever you call it, where you stick it in the hole, and I just globbed the glue on and said, ha, you're done. So, despite my absolute frustrations with these stupid chains on him, he's not an overall bad model. He's a very simplistic build, and it went together fairly intuitively. Like, the hands were 2 separate pieces. What I thought were both the forearms, and this is a reason you can tell it's an earlier model, is he's got quite long legs, and nothing seems to really fit well together. So, obviously, there's some pretty big gaps that are going to need filling, besides his absolutely stupid face chains. Cenobite you are not. And you don't really want to stand up right now either, which is pissing me off. So, you know, despite all these moaning and groaning that I have coming out of my mouth right now, it's actually not a bad little kit. And for what his intended purpose is as a, you know, flesh golem type thing, he really fits the bill. He's sitting on a 50mm base right now. And we've got our little GW Empire dude there to give you a sense of scale. And if I can get the tripod adjusted, there we go. So you can see, I mean, he's a little bit larger than a regular human. I decided to grab a couple of Malifaux humans just to get a good sense of scale as well. I want to say this is an alternate Rafkin, I believe she was. It's something. And a forgotten marshal from the Resurrectionists, and the Dreamer himself. So you can get kind of a sense of scale there. If you're looking for a good flesh golem-like monster, I don't think it's a bad figure. It is a simplistic plastic model outside of his silly chains on his face. If you wanted to use him as a Nurgle thing, I'm sure he'd probably fit in pretty well. Although he is a bit on the diminutive side if you were going to use him as, say, a prince or herald or something like that. I mean, he is on the 50mm base, but he's not got that sense of size. Just out of curiosity, yeah. See, I know a demon prince is supposed to be on a 60mm base, but you can see there's quite a bit of difference there. So overall, easy to build outside of those stupid face chains. But what kind of Malifaux kit would it be if it wasn't causing as much pain and anguish as it possibly could? It's no Goryo model, I'll tell you that. Having to glue those stupid spirits floating around on them. That was traumatizing. And yet I keep coming back to it. So that's got to say something. Maybe it's just me looking forward to what they're going to do with 3rd edition if I don't have to glue fingers or ears or candlesticks or something stupid on people. Yeah. Despite all that, I really do like Malifaux. With that said, this has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures saying, don't glue little tiny chains to your faces, people. See you later. Bye-bye.